All right, sports fans around the world, we are here and we are live coming to you from the wonderful world of YouTube. We are the Real Sports Podcast, and welcome to another episode of Sports to Talk About. Today, man, we got that NCAA football news, and we got the scores from around the NFL, man. And most importantly, man, we got a most importantly, we got the smoke. That's most important. We got this smoke, and we about to give y'all a big dose right here, ladies and gentlemen, on Sports to Talk About. Hi. All right, man. Thank you so much for being here with us on this Tuesday night, wherever in the world you are right now, man. Thank you so much for making the Real Sports Podcast. Hey, a couple of 9 to 5 average Joe guys. Average Joe guys, man. We are just number of football fans, man. We appreciate you making us your destination for expert analysis and opinions on the NFL. I got two great football minds right here. Two great ones right here. I'm talking about Wall Street and Young Mark. Well, let me introduce you guys to him. And he represents America's team. That's what they call it. They are the number one fan base in all of the world, in all of professional sports, representing the 5-time Super Bowl champion, the Dallas Cowboys down at AT&T Stadium. It is Wall Street, the Wall Dog.
Thank you, host. Host, I didn't feel like an expert this week. I got beat down on my picks. lost plenty of money this weekend, host, betting on these games. It was just a crazy, crazy week. But I want to say this. My beautiful, beautiful mother is turning 79 tomorrow, so I would like to take this time to wish her a beautiful birthday and many, many more to come.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy birthday, Mama. Happy
Yes,
birthday,
sir.
Mama Street.
Mama Street.
Mama Street. Yeah. That's right,
Beautiful
man.
thing, Street.
It is beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Mama Street, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. On behalf of Streets in the Real Sports Podcast, we want to say happy birthday. She is turning 20 years old. 20 years old for Mama Street.
Still rolling too, man. Still run with the best of them.
Hey, man, that's what I'm talking about. I want to talk about. She is a walking Super Bowl trophy.
Yes,
yes.
Cowboy family, you know what I'm saying? That's who brought me in. That's the reason I'm a cowboy.
Okay. Yeah, so you had no choice.
Had no choice, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you in there now, man. You in there now. Shout out and happy birthday to Mama Street. Mama Street, man. Mama Street. All right, man. Two serious notes him before I start the show. You know how we recognize right here in the Real Sports Podcast. I didn't do it last week, but I want to say RIP, man, to former one of the greatest basketball coaches ever, man, Bobby Knight. Bobby Knight passed away at the age of 83, man. Those of you know Bobby Knight with his infamous throwing the chair on the court, getting up in the kid's face, something that's needed these days. But Bobby Knight, man, you know, they can say what they want about him, man, but he was a winning coach, very respectable guy. And Bobby Knight has passed away at the age of 83. I think that was last week, I believe. I didn't get a chance to get to it, so I wanted to say that tonight. And also, man, big RIP, man, to former Raiders, Lions, and Jaguars cornerback DJ Hayden. DJ Hayden, man, he was killed in a car accident at the young age of 33. And 6 other people, man. 6 other people, RIP to them, and condolences to their families as well. DJ Hayden. Wow. Gone so soon, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, gone so soon, man. But again, man, former Raider, Lion, Jaguar, and Jaguars, man. All right, man. Again, man, thank everybody for being here, man. Thank everybody for. I want to also thank everybody for all the birthday shout outs, man. Thank everybody for the birthday shout outs to me. I appreciate everything, man. I had a good birthday down in the Bahamas, down in Miami, with my family, man. We was on the boat, on the cruise. I ate like I never ate before. Oh, man, if I can go back. It's like, it's crazy.
I get seasick.
No, actually, man, I no motion and nothing like that, man. Like, it was no movement whatsoever, man. It was a pretty smooth ride, man. I say I had a good time. I met some interesting people. I hope they're watching tonight. You know, I spread the word around the boat. Hey, we're the sports. Spread the word around, man. So I hope they're watching tonight. Shout out to everybody that was on the boat on the Royal Caribbean, Freedom of the Sea. Shout out to you, man. But again, man, I appreciate all the birthday love. And everything, man. It's crazy in Miami, man. It's like 85 degrees, like, and here is like what, 50. Bro, I was in the morning. I was outside with shorts on. I had a tank top on. I was like, bro, this is the life. No cold weather, no nothing, just nothing. Come back.
So I don't want to be in a place where it's sunny all the time.
It's sunny.
I like fall. You know.
Yeah, but it wasn't like hot. Now when we got to the Bahamas, it was blazing hot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was hot. That was serious hot. I had to go. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, bro. Couldn't do it. But yeah, it's good to be back though. It's good to be back. It's good to be back to see the boys here. It's good to be back to see you guys, ladies and gentlemen. All 24 countries around the world is watching the Real Sports Podcast. I'm gonna start running my mouth. I'm gonna get this thing rolling. And guess what? We got college football news, and you know who it's coming from. It's coming from Mr. Episode himself, Mr. Wait a minute. Let me go back. I didn't introduce him. Representing the Raider Nation. Stand up tall, baby. The Raider Nation, a 3-time Super Bowl champion. The autumn win is here. The Las Vegas Raiders. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Episode himself, Mr. Young Mark.
Hey, man. Yeah, pleasure to be here with you all. Hosts over here talking about the state of Florida. I got a little bit of beef with that state right now, but we're going to get into that a little bit later. But I just got to say something real quick. I don't know if anybody caught it during the new intro. Yo, host, why you do my man Wall Street dirty like that? When Wall Street photo came up and the graphic behind him was the Eagles and the 49ers, that is so wrong, bro. That is so wrong.
Shout out to Queen. I didn't even know, bro.
Hey, yo, you put 2 of his biggest enemies behind him when his picture came up. Man, that is so cold.
Damn, I didn't even know, bro. Oh man.
It's cold blooded,
we might want to change that one, bro.
Don't sweat it. We're gonna avenge both of those games. We'll get a chance to avenge both of those games.
There you go. So you get to own both teams. There you go. I ain't paying attention to that, Mark. You know, Mark got that detailed eye. Speaking of Mark, man, he got the news, man. He coming to you live right here and right now.
On the Mark with Young Mark is brought to you by the Real to Sports Podcast.
All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's that time of the show where we kick it into high gear and bring you the latest and greatest from the world of college football. But before we get to the NCAA, you know, host mentions it all the time when he does the intro. We're worldwide podcast. We're seen in 24 different countries. So let's show love to one of them other countries to kick things off, shall we? We had a huge upset Saturday night in a country up to the north. the Canadian Football League. Next week is their Super Bowl. It's the 110th Grey Cup next week. And in the Western Conference Finals, man, it was a huge upset. The Montreal Alouettes, they went on the road and upset the number 1 seeded Toronto Argonauts. I wanted to take the time out to highlight this game because I got some flack saying, Mark, you don't highlight the defense enough on the mark. Here you go. Toronto was the number 1 seed in the CFL all season. They went 16-2. But boy, they ran into a buzzsaw named Montreal. Montreal's defense came out hitting. They had seven sacks for a loss of 40 yards, 4 interceptions, 2 of them were pick six. They had a forced fumble, and they just dominated Toronto. They won that game 38-17, and they go on to the Grey Cup Finals next weekend to take on the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. So shout out to Montreal, shout out to that defense. In case you don't know, Toronto is quarterbacked by former Bills Hall of Famer Jim Kelly. His nephew Chad Kelly is the quarterback of the Toronto Argonauts. And
I heard about him.
It was a rough day for him at the office on Saturday, but shout out to Montreal. Moving back down to the good old US of A in the world of college football. The first game I got to talk to you guys about left me scratching my head completely after it was over. Down in College Station, we had Texas A&M taking on Mississippi State. Texas A&M demolished Mississippi State. They won 51-10. Mm-hmm. But here's where it gets confusing. In the aftermath of this game, Mississippi State fired their head coach after they went 4-6 this season. And in an even more surprising move, you just beat a SEC team 51-10, but Texas A&M decided to fire head coach Jimbo Fisher.
Yeah, I seen this all over.
And this is crazy because this is the largest contract buyout in the history of college football. What does that mean? For the next 4 years, ladies and gentlemen, Texas A&M has to pay Jimbo Fisher almost $80 million to not coach their team.
Very true.
To break it down even further, for the next 8 years, this man is going to be receiving a check for $26,000 every single day for the next 8 years to pay off the rest of his contract.
That's a fact.
Man,
that's a fact.
Street host, I don't know if y'all ever consider a career change, but y'all might want to get into college football because, hey, you become a coach in college football, even if you suck, you still want to collect some change on the way out the door. Hey, somebody want to pay me $80 million to sit on the couch, I ain't going to be mad at it.
What you talking about?
Getting to the heartbreak of the weekend. Last week, my Oklahoma State Cowboys, they closed out the Bedlam rivalry with the dub. This weekend, they laid an egg. Host, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Somebody who spent a significant amount of time in Florida, is it safe to say if you go to Florida, be prepared for some rain? Is that a safe thing to say?
That is very true.
Somebody should tell that to Oklahoma State and head coach Mike Gundy. They went on the road this weekend to Orlando. They played the University of Central Florida. Soon after the game started, it was a torrential downpour. It was raining cats and dogs the entire game.
It was pouring.
Oklahoma State came into the game. They brought absolutely no rain gear, no extra towels, no extra tents. You just had players trying to huddle up under these small tents, trying to keep dry. And it was just a bad day in the office for the Cowboys.
I was about to hit you up, Mark, but I was like, nah, Mark probably tore up his living room by now.
Hey, man. I had to cut the game off. It got so bad. UCF demolished Oklahoma State.
He threw the ball, and the ball just slipped like, whoop. I mean, I said, boy, that was raining like crazy out there.
It was. Shout out to Gus Malzahn and UCF. They got their first Big 12 win of the season. They beat us 45-3. I really have to give credit to their defense. They did something that no other team has really done since South Alabama earlier this year. They shut down Ollie Gordon II. And when you take away our running back, that's really our entire offense. Mm-hmm. They held that man to 12 carries, only 25 rushing yards and a fumble. Alan Bowman, our quarterback, he had 3 interceptions. We only got 3 points on the board, so it wasn't a good weekend to be an Oklahoma State Cowboy. And as I'm watching the game, I kid you not, I could feel the spirits of Deuce and Philly G and GC. dancing in my living room, trolling me with "Can you stand the rain?" So it won't a good weekend to be an Oklahoma State Cowboy, but we gonna move right along. They're on the road to take on Houston this weekend, and what'll be an emotional game definitely for Houston. As host mentioned earlier, RIP to the late great DJ Hayden. I'm sure Houston's gonna have some type of tribute for him.
That's true.
Getting to some more positive news, man. We had a thriller in Chapel Hill, North Carolina this weekend. Man, them UNC Tar Heels, they were in a slugfest with their arch rival Duke. This game went to not one, but 2 overtime periods. UNC escapes. They get the 47-45 win in double overtime. Heels. I got to give credit where credit is due. Shout out to Duke quarterback, Mr. Loftus. He's a backup quarterback, but he went in that Hughes rivalry game and did not flinch. He finished the day 16-28, 189 yards and 3 touchdowns. They also had 2 touchdowns on the ground from the running back, Mr. Waters. Duke came to play, but in the end, it just wasn't enough. And UNC walked away with the dub, and that was one hell of a game. And I gotta give credit where credit is due.
Oh yeah.
Now we got to the point where y'all know how we do things. We got to end it with the beatdown of the week.
Beat of the week.
Oh boy, here we go. Last week I made some people cry when I mentioned Colorado School of the Mines. Well, guess what, folks? They're back.
Oh,
they went on the road this weekend. They played Fort Lewis, and they advanced to 11-0 in the season. The final score of the game.
Oh God.
Oh boy, the final score of the game was 82-0. So shout out to the Colorado School of the Mines. I was looking into this team. Their closest game they've had came all the way back in week 3 when they won a game 31-21. After that, they have not beat a team by any less than 30 points. Last week, they won 77-3. This week, they won 82-0. I think somebody need to call this team up and see if they want to compete in the FCS or something.
82-0, bro?
In a football game. Fort Lewis did not score a single solitary point. Not even a field goal.
What they playing? Football or basketball? 82 points?
Hey man, 82-0 is the final score, and they're on to the playoffs, looking to win the championship at the Division II level. Good luck to anybody that's got to play against them. I know I wouldn't want any parts of it.
I'm firing everybody. Water boy, towel boy, everybody. I'm firing everybody. Boy. Out.
Come on,
out. Man. Get out.
Yep, they won their game 82 to absolutely nothing. Hey man. That's life in football. You know, you win some, you lose some. I don't know if you're going to live to fight another day after that one.
No, I'm fighting on that one. You don't beat me no 82 nothing. That's crazy. Good.
Hey, man, but that's On the Mark for this week. Appreciate your host. Back to you.
Yes, sir.
On the Mark with Young Mark is brought to you by the Real to Sports Podcast.
82 to nothing. What shit is that? Shadi.
What's going on, cuzzo?
What's going on?
Shadi. What's up, Shadi? What's up with you? What's up with you?
Steelers fan.
Steelers?
Yeah.
I can't get along with him, man.
Easy.
Sorry, homie. This is no Steelers zone around here.
Hey, they looking like they still looking like they got a chance to win that division.
It's up for grabs.
They don't put themselves in position.
I don't know though. I got something to talk about. I got something to talk about that. But see, woo! I think my sleeper team has awoken. Awoken, is that a word? Awoken, awakened.
Awoken, yeah.
Awoken, okay.
Yeah.
Make sure I got that right. All right. Again, man, Young Mark just hit you with the NCAA football news. Doing his thing as always. He's each and every
shoot. I forgot to mention, host.
What you got?
One more update for any team in the NFL out there that might be looking for an offensive coordinator. There are multiple reports out there from multiple sources. UCLA might be parting ways with Chip Kelly after the end of the season.
But who wants him?
Right now he has a 500 record. So they're kind of feeling like, you know, they've reached as high as they're going to go with him. So interesting to see where he's going to end up after UCLA. I forgot to mention that.
Who wants Chip? Yeah.
Hey, maybe Pittsburgh.
Oh shit, yeah, Canada. Yeah, that's true.
Tomlin ain't dealing with that shit.
Turn like hell. What? Nah, bro. What you did with the Eagles? Hell no. Hell no. He started off good, but that was it after that. That was it. All right, man. I got all the scores from around the league. I got all the scores, man. Y'all want some? I'm about to give you some right here. All right, man. We're gonna start off with that last Thursday's game, man. That sleeper peel. Big, huge sleeper peel. It was the Chicago Bears over the Carolina Panthers, 16-13. The Indianapolis Colts, they beat the New England Patriots 10-6. Put me to sleep on that one too. The Cleveland Browns, they defeat the Baltimore Ravens 33-31. Absolute barn brother. That game was off the chain.
That was a B Rabbit and 8 Mile choke by Baltimore.
Facts. I watched that game from start to finish. I was on the boat, and I watched that game. That game was off the chain.
True to the game, I love you, bro. Y'all need to be called the Baltimore Rabbits because y'all.
Yeah, that was a choke right there, bro. Man, Lamar just he ain't stink it up, man. But good lord.
No, call what it is. So he
yeah, he stunk it up there, goddamn. God, man. But it was a good game. I was so entertained in that game. That was good. That's what's up. But again, man, the Cleveland Browns, who I picked on the offseason, I picked them to be my sleeper team. Number 1 defense in the league, and they showed it. Man. That number 1 versus the number 2 defense in the league. Great game. I enjoyed it. But anyway, the Browns come up with the victory in the AFC North Division game, 33-31. The Houston Texans surprised the world as they defeat the Cincinnati Bengals 30-27. Shout out to C.J. Stroud, but Denzel Perryman jacked that up. Bad call, bad decision. He shouldn't have done that. But anyway, Houston Texans, they get the win over the Cincinnati Bengals 27, sorry. The San Francisco 49ers, they put a whooping on the Jacksonville Jaguars 34-3. 34-3 on the Jags, man.
Hey, host.
Yes, sir.
What did Bill Withers say back in the day? Ain't no sunshine.
When she gone.
Golly.
She goes away. 49ers is back in form now. 34-3 for sure. The Minnesota Vikings, Lord have mercy. The Vikings, they beat the New Orleans Saints 27-19, man. The Vikings are now officially the hottest team in the NFL. 5 in a row. I'll tell you something, what a turnaround for the Vikings. This is a big, major turnaround right here. Right, Street?
Testament to their coaching.
Right, Street?
I guess so, man.
Ah, damn. Come on, bro.
I just don't believe in them, man. They beat a bunch of bad teams. Right?
Oh, my God.
The 49ers on a bad team, Street. You know that firsthand.
Yeah.
Win. That was at the beginning of their losing streak.
This is a serious turnaround, though, for the Vikes. Their defense sucked. They suck bad. But Danielle Hunter leads the league in sacks.
You got to give credit to their coaching staff, man. Between Kevin O'Connell on offense and Brian Flores on defense, man. Yeah. That's all coaching right there.
And they still hold it down with Josh Dobbs. Josh Dobbs is the most popular player in the NFL right now.
He got to be comeback player of the year. Somebody else other than him might comeback player of the year.
Yeah, bro, he got to. God damn, boy. Shout out to the Vikes. Kudo. Shout out to your team, man. Them Vikes is hot right now. The hottest team in the league.
They got Broncos, Bears, and the Raiders.
I mean, we all know they're gonna lose to the Raiders.
Street, you got Carolina.
I'm just saying, they might. they just might, So, damn.
But Street, you got Carolina.
Street just a Minnesota hater, I see.
Yeah, boy, he just don't like the Vikes.
Get it out of hand. Now. They ain't the Cowboys. Now. We know
there you go. I feel you, Streets. Man, Shout out to the Vikings, bro. Them boys is hot.
Definitely.
5 in a row. That's impressive, bro. They 6-4. They're rolling. They're rolling, bro. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they defeat old Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers 23-19. I know, Mark.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you, host. I'm actually happy because the reason why they won this week is because they named my main man Jalen Warren from the Oklahoma State. They named him the starter, so I can't be mad.
He's a runner. I like him. I like him. I like him.
How he went undrafted, I will never know.
Ooh, he run hard. I like him. I like him. Anybody got him in the fantasy?
Woods. And hey, shout out to Woods one time, man. He laid a beat down on his opponent in fantasy this weekend, boy.
Who he won against?
Good gravy. He played against my cousin Gary. And Woods upset him, man. 159 to 100.
God. No contest. No contest whatsoever. Word. Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they get the win as they beat the Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry and the Titans, 20-6. The Arizona Cardinals, they get the win over the Atlanta Falcons in the bird fight, 25-23. The Detroit Lions, they get the win over the Los Angeles Chargers in a high-scoring game, 41-38. The Dallas Cowboys, woo, Lord, woo. Boy, you talking about a beat down. A beat down. Punks jump up to get beat down. Jesus Christ. The Dallas Cowboys, they defeat the New York Giants 49-17. Good Lord.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb saves Wall Street again in fantasy football.
Jesus Christ. That's an arse whooping. Oh, D-Rick. The bruising. Oh, man. You might as well call them the New York Cowboys. They are owned. They are owned by the Cowboys. But anyway, the Seattle Seahawks, they defeat the Washington Commanders 29-26. The Las Vegas Raiders, they defeat the New York Jets 16-12. That's right. The Raiders. That's right. And the Denver Broncos with probably the biggest upset of this week 10. This week 10 week. The Denver Broncos, they defeat the Buffalo Bills 24-22. 24-22. And before I go there, let me hit the in the live chat real quick here. Sojo, Chip Kelly tears teams apart. He ain't lying, bro.
I mean, technically, he ain't tear the 49ers apart. I mean, they got rid of him after 1 year. So
they're gone.
They saw what was coming.
Yeah, they saw what was coming. Absolutely, Street. They saw what was coming.
He tore the Eagles apart.
Yeah, he did.
Speaking of the Eagles.
There you go. What up?
What's going on?
What up, Philly G? Oh, he talking about the Cowboys. What up, Philly G? Philly G's-o. Dobbs is good in fantasy. Yeah.
Bro, Philly G snatched him up with a quickness, man.
Yeah, bro. Dobbs is hot. That's what's up, man. So Detroit better watch out. Detroit on one, man. Detroit, man, that was a high scoring game. 41. I seen a little bit of that game, but it was so boring. It was boring, bro. I tried to. I watched a little bit of it. I was like, let me go back to Baltimore.
Back and forth duel to me.
Twice.
Huh?
They played Detroit twice in the last 3 weeks of the season. The Vikings does.
The Vikings, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's meaningful too.
And then they play them again on January 7th.
Yep. This will be a meaningful division. I love meaningful division games. I love it.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
Gotta love it.
They had 3 division games at the end of the year. The Vikings do.
Yeah. So that's gonna be some definitely meaningful games here.
Yep.
All right, man. That was all the scores from around the league, but I got to go to the panel. I got to go to these two great minds. I got to go to these minds. I got to see what these guys. I got to see what the Waldo and Mr. Episode think about here, man. Let's talk about these 2-8 teams that is in great need of many things on the team. the New England Patriots, the New York Giants, and the Arizona Cardinals, and I'm going to put in the Carolina Panthers. I'm going to put them in too. Now, let's go to Mr. Episode here. My Mark. Now, there's 4 teams, Carolina, the Giants, the Patriots, and Arizona. Those 4 teams. Now, which teams out of those 4, Mark, do you that were after the draft will have the most promising future out of the 4, you think?
To be honest with you, I want to say Arizona, just because Kyler looked really good in his return to action on Sunday.
He did.
And right now they're kind of in a prime position to pick very early in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at the potential of having Kyler Murray, maybe re-signing Hollywood Brown, and then getting Marvin Harrison Jr. in the draft. It's not bad at all. So if those things kind of work out for them, they can get Marvin Harrison in the draft next year, or my man Brock Bowers out of Georgia, who's looking to be a generational tight end.
He's good.
You can get one of those 2 weapons to add to Kyler Murray, and then continue to build up that defense. I think they have the clearest path out of the woods out of all those teams.
Mm-hmm.
But don't sleep on New York Giants, because things are actually working out beautifully for them, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I've been following Caleb Williams since he was a freshman at the University of Oklahoma. I remember before he even got in the game, the fans in Norman, and Norman's a pretty hostile crowd. They were literally chanting for Caleb to get into the game during some of their games his freshman year. And when he got in there his freshman year, he took off. I say all of that to say the one negative I have about Caleb is that I feel like if you put him in a situation like Chicago, he's not gonna be any good, just because Chicago doesn't have a history or tradition of developing a good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be a waste of his talent to go there.
Mm-hmm.
But if the New York freaking Giants continue on the path that they're on, and they land that number 1 overall pick, and compare Caleb Williams' offensive talent with Brian Daboll's strict play calling and tough coaching, that'd be the absolute best face for Caleb to reach his full potential in the NFL. So if the Giants can land Caleb and get him some weapons in the draft, they're going to be really good, really, really fast.
Okay.
So I'm rooting for them to get that number 1 pick, because I don't want to see Caleb go anywhere else, to be honest with you.
Okay. Good and good point, by the way. I agree with you all the way on that. It's a 2-part question. If you were the GM, you chose the Giants. So if you were the GM, and you sit down, you got your whole staff, and you sitting at the big table, and you're the GM of the New York Giants, where would you attack first for the Giants? Where would you start first to make the Giants a playoff contender? Where would you start first thing?
I'm gonna try to get rid of Daniel Jones. I know they just re-signed him, but if I'm gonna take Caleb Williams, I'm gonna go ahead and let go of Daniel, because I just don't think Daniel Jones has it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting rid of him, clear up some cap space, take advantage of the fact you're gonna have a rookie quarterback on his rookie contract. That is so important. People really underestimate that. Take some of that free money, because Caleb's contract is gonna be small. Repay Saquon, give him like a 2 or 3 year deal, bring him back. And then throughout the draft and free agency, build up that offensive line and get Caleb Williams some weapons. This is where your scouting department is really going to have to earn their money and their paychecks.
Absolutely.
To find some depth at that receiver position outside of Marvin Harrison, find some depth at tight end outside of Brock Bowers, because they have Darren Waller, but I hate to say it at this stage, I don't know if Darren Waller is going to be dependable enough, to be around to help Caleb. And then, we've seen it all year. They just really look lost at the wide receiver position. So they definitely need to upgrade there. Maybe see if they can acquire like a Jerry Jeudy out of Denver. See if they can do somewhere else when the new league year starts. But your scouting department is really going to have to step up this offseason to help you find some depth in that draft to build that offense around Caleb.
It's a lot of work with the Giants. You got a lot of work. Defense is okay. But you might want to work on. With the Giants, offensive line, like you say, and weapons. I totally agree. So get rid of Daniel Jones, and what about Saquon?
I would take advantage of the fact that you're going to have a rookie quarterback on a rookie contract. Take some of that free cap space and give Saquon a 2 or 3 year deal, because he's proven, even with lackluster quarterback play, he is so valuable to that offense. They look so much freaking better with him on the field versus with him versus them without him. So I definitely would try to do everything I can to re-sign Saquon, bring him back. Or if not Saquon, maybe you go out and try to sign Austin Eckler. He might be a free agent this year. That'd be a good pickup for him. So those would be the two things I would try to do.
Okay. Streets. You got Arizona. You got the Giants. You got Carolina, and you have the New England Patriots. Out of the four, let's just say after the draft, which team do you think will have a promising future ahead?
Well, I'm with Mark, man. If I had to choose between any of these teams, I'm gonna go with the team that got the established quarterback and got Kyler Murray. So I'll go with Arizona out of those teams. All of them need a lot of work.
Yes, sir.
Other teams need quarterbacks, except for the Panthers already got their quarterback. They locked in with their quarterback.
True.
And so Pats, Giants need quarterbacks. If you ask me, definitely need quarterbacks. So I'll go with Arizona, probably the team that's closest to being in contention than these other teams. These other teams they don't get it right, man. Quarterback right. I just don't see it.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. So you chose the Arizona Cardinals. So you the GM now of the Cardinals. So that means you in the war room and you got your staff. Come draft day or week or whatever, where do you start first in order to build Arizona into a playoff contending team? Where would you start, offensive, defense?
Well, I'm always big on starting with the big boys up front. And anytime I'm not well versed in Arizona's offensive line. I think it's a decent offensive line, but if there's any holes, I will always address the offensive and defensive line first. But offensively, man, I think they need a big receiver. They need a big number one receiver. I'm just not a fan of Hollywood Brown and them. I'm just not a fan of him. You know what I'm saying?
He's not a number one.
Yeah, he's not a number one. He's a good third receiver to me. You know what I mean? Somebody in the slot maybe, but I think they need a big time receiver. They don't have the kid that they traded to Tennessee. Where is he at now?
D-Hop.
D-Hop,
D-Hop's in Tennessee.
Yeah, they don't have him anymore. So I would address that. And then I'll give me probably a big time tight end, a tight end. And late in the draft, probably third round, something like that, fourth round, I'll grab me a running back up. So, I would definitely try to get Kyler a big receiver, help him out in a tight end. Those would be the two.
Speaking of Kyler Street, speaking of Kyler.
And I'm not a fan of quarterback. Y'all know that, but
yeah, exactly. That's why I was kind of similar going there.
Yeah.
I understand with his contract, you're going to keep him. I get that. So, do you draft a quarterback? Just in case Kyler Murray don't work out.
No,
or do you spend your money on trying to just building that whole offense?
You gotta give him some weapons. I think you give him weapons. You know what I mean? And that's how I would. I'm not drafting a backup quarterback. I'll get them in your free agency or something like that. But I'm definitely giving him weapons, man. I'm giving him a running back. I want a nice running back, but I want it to be a receiving back too. You know what I mean? Somebody that can get out there and catch some screens with. But I think you need a big receiver, man. He's a small dude. You know what I mean? I don't need a small quarterback throwing to a small receiver. So I want a nice big receiver and give me a nice solid tight end, receiving tight end.
Mike Williams.
Open up their offense. I still like Marquise and them guys. I still would utilize them, but I think they need a big number one receiver.
Big number one. I got you. If I'm going to go back to, you said the Giants. Caleb Williams, let's just say Caleb Williams, they draft Caleb Williams. He got a pretty good long ball weapon in Hyatt. even though he's injured right now. But of course, he's going to come back. But this guy runs a 4.2. He's super fast. Are you fond of young quarterback, young wide receiver? Because they tend to work out at times.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, I've seen it firsthand. Work out pretty doggone good when we had Carr and Coop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Hyatt is really good. I really, I don't know why, but I still think Sterling Shepard is pretty good. But the thing is, though, pretty good isn't going to scare a professional football team.
Very true.
They really need a number one, put some fear in the heart of that defense receiver to open things up for some of the other guys. I don't know, I'm just fantasy booking at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But we saw what Trayvon Diggs tweeted out on Monday night during the Monday Night Football game. I don't know if New York can spring a trade with Buffalo to get Stephon. He would really, really help them. He'd be a nice, sure-handed target for Caleb, and then the two of them would hit it off instantly.
Yeah, would.
I will look at that, or just seeing what else you can do during the draft. I'm not too caught up on the wide receiver class just yet. I've kind of been focused on Marvin and other things, but yeah, I think that would be the key, getting him another target in that offense. I just don't believe you're going to be able to get too much done with Hyatt and with Sterling Shepard and Darren Waller. I just don't think that's enough.
I agree. I agree with you. I like the young combos, like the quarterbacks and the running backs. In streets, 2016, Dak and Zeke, they was unstoppable. They was. I know people hate
for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, Dak Prescott and Zeke Elliott, man, they was on one in 2016. Their chemistry with them two. Dallas was no joke. And that's what I'm saying. The quarterback, young running back. I can see something, and I can definitely see something with Caleb Williams. I mean, I like Caleb Williams. He's just a leader. He looks like a leader. And he got an arm.
That's the only shaky part, though, host.
Yeah.
To me, like having watched him so long.
Yeah.
He gives his heart and soul to the team on the field.
Absolutely.
But I've noticed that when things aren't necessarily going his way, he can develop almost like a Jay Cutler.
There you go.
Personality.
Yep. Good.
That's not something you really want as a quarterback, and that's why I specifically want him to go to New York, because that bad attitude, pouting stuff ain't gonna fly with Brian Daboll.
No, sir. And Wink Martindale.
It'll run wild if he goes to Chicago. It'll run wild and ruin the whole team. But if he gets up there with Brian Daboll and that tough, disciplined coaching, you don't have to worry about that. He'll be able to reach his full potential. So if it ain't New York, I don't know if I can think of another team in the top 5 right now that'll be a good fit for him, honestly.
Holy hell, you read my mind. A
good coaching job this year, man. I don't see everybody singing his praises like that, really.
Say again, Street.
I said Daboll ain't did that great of a job coaching this year.
I think
like trash.
I think they just got hit with the injury bug.
To be real with you, Street, I think what's holding him back this year is they got it wrong with the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
They shouldn't have re-signed Daniel. Mm-hmm. And then also, like Ho said, they've been hit with injuries. Like, who do they have on offense that really scares you? Yeah. Saquon got hurt a little bit. Darren Waller's been hurt.
Andrew Thomas is gone. Neal is gone.
Who didn't think Saquon was gonna get hurt this year? And who didn't think Waller would be hurt this year? Come on, man. These guys stay hurt.
Yeah, they do.
For this, because I was a GM, I would have been. I told y'all at the beginning of the year what was gonna happen to Waller. I told you he was gonna get hurt. He won't make.
Yeah.
So it doesn't surprise me that this brother is hurt, man. He got a lot of talent, but he can't stay healthy. So I don't think Daboll doing a great coaching job this year. And you can give him some excuses about injury, but every team that's been injured.
Yeah.
We lost.
I mean, but at the same time, what does he have to work with? When you look at his
last year, Mark.
No, last year they had a better offensive line. Saquon was healthy almost all of the year, and Danny was playing all right.
Hey, man. Well, Daniel won't playing good this year. It doesn't surprise me. It really surprises. It shouldn't surprise anyone because I just don't think Daniel is a starting quarterback in this league, man. I've seen enough.
I agree with Street, man. I just think it's time. I just think that the Giants, it's just time for them to move on.
So you want them to fire Dayball?
No. Hell no.
Caleb number one, me myself. You know what I mean? I know what the media is saying and all that, but I don't know if I would take him number one myself. But if they do, they can get rid of Danny Jones' contract. I remember when Flynn, they got rid of Matt Flynn and brought Russell Wilson in. He was third rounder.
Absolutely. Yeah. They can get rid of. They can get rid of Daniel Jones.
I don't think they have any other choice, Street.
Yeah.
I'm saying I don't think they have any other choice but to get rid of him.
They don't.
Yeah.
If they win.
What's up?
What's going on, Miss Jones?
Miss Jones, what's up? What's up, girl? What's up?
Well, that was tough in Seattle, wasn't it?
Word.
Man, I was low-key rooting for y'all to win now. That was tough.
Ask her if she okay.
Oh, my goodness. Speaking of the Giants, D-Rec.
D-Rec.
He said, what's good, fellow Wall Street? I heard you looking for me.
I just want to make sure you was okay, man. That's all. I make sure you was okay. I said, somebody check out D-Rec, make sure he, I heard it was a suicide watch out for him.
Nobody's scared of water, bro, but sorry. That's my no.
It's not an opinion, Philly G's. It's like LA Knight says, it's just a fact of life.
It's a fact of life that will set them back. Yeah. Oh, Rich Homie. What's up, Rich Homie?
Rich Homie.
Rich Homie.
What up? They made some bad GM decisions, man. They paying the price for it now.
Word.
Yeah.
It's all good, bro. Derrico Chapman, Sports Talk. Love the show, brother. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. Streets and Mr. Episode, man. These guys work hard. These guys work hard. They make it what it is today.
I'm glad that's happening to the Giants, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm ecstatic that it's happening to them. I hope they fall all the way apart. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Sure. Yes, sir.
Out of the teams that we're talking about right now, who do you think has the least amount of hope going forward? The Panthers or the Patriots? They both in pretty rough shape.
That's true. I'm going to say, man. I'm going to say the Patriots, man. It's the Patriots. This Belichick cloud over the team is just not working. Like Belichick is just kind of like Greg Popovich. It's real old school, stubborn. It's just time for him to go. Greg Popovich, I love the Spurs, of course, but it's just time for him to go. Yeah, he got to go, bro.
Bro.
Carolina
host. It has to be Carolina. I trust Belichick and Robert Kraft to get it in order. Way better.
You trust Bill Belichick?
But he had 3 years
way
to do
more
it.
than I trust. Way more than I trust the Panthers head coach. Hell yeah.
But he had 3.
I don't know about that.
The Panthers, but the only thing about the Panthers I keep seeing is they never go out and get people. They never spend any money.
Look, if I get
the one year they did, they went to the Super Bowl.
Boom.
They went out and got Jared Allen.
8 years ago.
On Frank Wright to get it right or Bill Belichick to get it right. I'm rolling with Bill Belichick 100 out of 100 times. Bro.
No. I'm going with Robert Kraft's money.
I'm going with Kraft, yeah, because they done it.
Yeah. What I'm saying is Belichick, it's time for Belichick to go. We all said that before. It's time for him to go.
Belichick don't need that but quarterback, man. Like anybody else. He need a quarterback. That's it.
He need a quarterback. Mac Jones.
Quarterback, Belichick will win.
Mac Jones can't put it on Belichick. Mac Jones make bad decisions.
Hold on.
He makes a lot of bad decisions.
I'm not trying to come to the defense of a former Alabama player, but I strongly disagree with both of y'all. Bill Belichick has effed the Patriots up beyond repair, in my humble opinion.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And what's his name? The offensive coordinator. Bill O'Brien.
They need a quarterback.
Belichick is the main one responsible for them needing a quarterback because, again, in a crucial moment in Mac Jones' development, you lose your offensive coordinator and you try to be a professor, a genius, and you get Matt Patricia, and Joe freaking Judge to be your co-offensive coordinators, that screwed Mac Jones up beyond repair. So if
it better with them than he did.
But Mark, Mac Jones don't throw the ball. I mean, they don't throw the ball. Mac Jones throws the ball.
Their offense was trash. Mac Jones has no offensive line. He has absolutely nobody to throw it to.
He was overvalued, man.
It's 50-50. It's 50-50, though. I get what you're saying, Mark, but it's 50-50 because Mac Jones is still throwing interceptions.
Dude,
how many?
As a quarterback, you got to make chicken salad out of chicken shit. You know how it is. You got to do that. And Mac Jones, he just ain't that guy.
I totally agree with that statement, host.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know that the analogy that I hear a lot used by my guys Daniel Jeremiah and Bucky Brooks, when they evaluate quarterbacks, they say he's either a tractor or he's a trailer. Either the team's going to carry him or he's going to carry the team.
That's very true.
If you know that Mac Jones isn't a tractor, why not build up a team around him and put weapons around him to succeed? Bill Belichick has been a GM there for as long as I can remember. I can't name you not one first-round pick he didn't hit on. I can't name not one free agent signing he didn't hit on.
Bill Belichick ain't never hit on first-round picks. That ain't what made him so great.
That's very true.
He got them fifth-round, those six-rounders.
Yeah, exactly.
He ain't even hit on those no more, Street.
The blood, they draft status. You know what I mean?
I think the only way the Patriots turn it around is if they completely nuke it. They got to completely nuke their organization.
They got to, man.
He always got a good defense. Their defense is always solid, if not good. You know what I mean? It's the quarterback, man.
It's the quarterback.
I don't care who you are. You can't overcome bad quarterback play.
No, you can't.
I don't give a shit who
you are.
You can't.
If you are a legitimate offensive genius, you can turn an average quarterback into somebody really good. I think if Kyle Shanahan had Mac Jones would be in the Pro Bowl.
Well, it'll be West Coast offense because Kyle Shanahan runs a West Coast offense. Belichick
look at every quarterback that Kyle Shanahan has had. They were phenomenal when they were with the 49ers.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as they got from up under Kyle Shanahan, they went to trash.
But you know why? Because Kyle Shanahan is a young man's offense. It's West Coast.
Yeah.
It's a spread. Belichick is still single back, I formation, split backs. Who still runs split backs?
He's too smart for his own good.
He can't play an aggressive offense with Mac Jones. He's gonna throw interceptions. He gotta run a dumb down offense, run the ball, play defense behind your running game to have a chance to stay in these games. If not, this dude's gonna throw the ball to the other team. I'm telling you, he was
Mac Jones do not fit with that.
Overvalued coming out of Alabama. You know what I mean? The coach in Alabama and Belichick, pretty cool, good friends. And I mean, he was overvalued, man. He was overvalued coming out of Alabama.
I don't disagree with you, Street, in the sense of when he was at Alabama, he was spoiled for choice when it came to weapons on every side of the ball.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He had all pros at running back, all pros at receiver. He had a great offensive line, great defense. He was just surrounded by talent. I don't disagree with you, Street. But I personally think if you go back to that draft, if San Francisco takes Mac Jones instead of Trey Lance, we are not talking about Mac Jones this way right now.
They had the opportunity to do. Why didn't they?
Yeah, they should have pulled.
He is such an
They wanted Trey Lance, man.
I mean, if he was such an offensive genius, he would have took this dude. If he thought he was going to be, great in his system, he didn't want to take him. He knew what it was. That's all bluff.
Yeah.
And when they doing in them draft games, there's a lot of bluff and bluster that they be trying to talk about taking these players. They didn't want him.
Yeah.
They didn't want him. And ain't no way in hell if I was a GM, I would have took him in no first round. Ain't no way.
Mac Jones is damaged right now, bro.
Backup quarterback in this league.
Yeah.
He's about a Sam Darnold host. When you say damaged goods, I think it's Sam Darnold in a modern era. I think
he's like that first Carr brother. Well, he might not be that bad.
I mean, David Carr is a multiple-time Super Bowl champion, so. Hey, he got 2 Super Bowl rings off of Bill Belichick.
But
they might have a chance of turning around because at least they think they got their quarterback. So if they can shore up their offensive line, get the young kid a couple of weapons, he might be able to do something. I don't look. I wouldn't have took him either. But if I had to take him or Mac Jones, I would have took Bryce Young over Mac. Over Mac Jones. But I don't think either one of them are big time NFL quarterbacks in my eyes.
Carolina is killing Carolina because they just don't spend money. That DJ Moore was the best thing they have, and they sent him to Chicago for pretty much Bryce Young. That was a bad decision. That was
the only way they was gonna get that pick.
The pick was
I understand that. But there's many more quarterbacks out here in the league that I want a guy like DJ Moore. He's a dog.
I would let him go.
You would let him go?
But they just took the wrong quarterback. That's what they messed up.
Okay.
If they took CJ Stroud, then I'd give up a big time receiver for a big quarterback. You know what I mean?
And you know why Bryce, and it's no knock to Bryce, it's the Alabama prestige. That's kind of like what Mac Jones is. He's an Alabama quarterback. Man. So, and he was winning in college, right? He got national championships, right? So, he got that prestige coming in from college. Now he's gonna come into pros, and people think Alabama quarterback got championship, blah blah blah. But it's not working. Alabama don't breed quarterbacks. Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback Alabama successfully coming out from college to pros. Jalen Hurts is the best.
I'm glad you said that because history tells us after Ken Stable, they went on a very long streak. NFL quarterback.
AJ McCarron was nothing.
I mean, Jake Coker won national titles at Alabama.
But when he went to the pros, he was trash.
Yeah. Blake Sims didn't even get a shot.
No, he didn't.
Greg McElroy didn't even get a shot.
McElroy didn't. And all these guys won national championships with Alabama, but they went to the pros and nothing. Jalen Hurts is the only.
Them boys is loaded down in Alabama. Defensive line loaded, offensive line.
That's what Alabama's known for: wide receivers and running backs.
And defensive linemen.
Yeah,
and defensive linemen, exactly.
So they're known for just having players all over the board, man. Really,
right?
But they have corners like Trey Diggs and stuff like that. So hey man, they got it. I want y'all to tell me what 5'10", 180-pound quarterback in NFL history has ever done it. Maybe Fred Tarkenton back in the day, but I'm saying 5'10", 180 pounds. When have you ever seen a quarterback that size do big things in the NFL?
I ain't seen nothing. Doug Flutie.
Doug
Flutie, he only did so much. He didn't go too far.
He didn't get a chance. He never got a chance.
Brad Johnson in.
Doug Flutie and Drew Brees Street. Those are the two that I think of.
Yeah, Drew Brees.
He weighed more than 180 pounds.
But he was little.
He ain't that little, 6 feet, way bigger than 5'10", 180. 6 feet, 100 is bigger than 5'10", 180. Oh, that bullshit, that should add up a little bit. Makes 20 pounds help, trust me. Shit.
Drew Brees, man. I would like
his helmet like it's too big for his body, host. If you ever see, like when you look at Bryce before, down on the field, man, this dude helmet look like he can't even hold that motherfucker up on his head.
Hey, you said the same thing about Kyler.
He always got his head twisted to the side like.
Yeah, Kyler got little feet, little bit of legs.
Kyler built more stocky. This dude, though.
Yeah, he is stocky. Yeah, he's stocky.
Yeah, he's more of an athlete. Kyler.
Yeah, he is. He is an athlete. Baseball and everything. Yeah,
I would say this though. Bryce Young got to be one of the bravest people I know because there's no way I'll be that size out there playing professional football. He's tough hombre though. I will give him that.
He is Carolina's golden child, man. He is.
I hope it works out for him, though, man. I'm rooting for him. I go there and I cheer him on, host.
But you gonna cheer for him on Sunday?
Yeah, I cheer for Carolina. No, not this Sunday.
but again, though,
that tone changed real quick.
Carolina gets in Carolina's way. If they can actually sit down in the war room and actually, put some pieces together and say, look, we need this, we need that to help protect this dude. Because if not, they're going to get him killed. Huh?
They do have a new owner, though. I will give them that.
Okay.
Yeah, but David Tepper got a short fuse, man.
I like that. I like an owner with a short fuse.
Yeah, you do kind of.
You say that until your team is hundreds of millions of dollars in debt trying to pay out coaches to not coach their team no more.
Listen here.
You need a Joe Clark. You need a Joe Clark.
And long as that money don't count against the salary cap, which it doesn't, fire their asses if they ain't getting the job done. Get them out of there.
Yeah, you need a Joe. I agree with Street. You need a Joe Clark. You need a Joe
Yeah,
Clark
man.
as an owner. You do.
They should have Steve Wilkes, what they should have done, but
Oh God, well, get me started on that. Steve Wilkes should have been the coach. I guarantee you, if Steve Wilkes was the coach, I'm telling you, they probably would have had Bryce still, but I'm telling you, they'd been a lot more better than they are now.
They say that
Steve got done dirty twice.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, the reports say that that Bryce pick was an owner's pick. Frank Wright liked the CJ Stroud, but the owner, liked the Bryce, so they went with Bryce.
Yeah. You gotta be careful with that, man. We've seen how the owner's picks can really ruin a team. Look at Washington, but
yeah. I'm rooting for Bryce, but I think of people like Seneca Wallace, Joey Hamilton that played at Georgia Tech. These were small.
Seneca Wallace, goddamn, he went way back.
Taking it back.
Yeah, he went way back.
You know what I'm saying? These dudes couldn't do it in the pros. These were small quarterbacks. You know what I mean? Little Joe Hamilton that played at Georgia Tech. People forget about him. This dude lit it up at Georgia Tech.
Hamilton was nice.
I mean, lit it up.
Yeah, he did.
Didn't pan out.
Y'all had him.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all had him. Yeah, Joe Hamilton. Yeah, man, that's a fact. Yo, he was a beast at Georgia Tech, bro.
He was, man.
Yeah, he was nice. He was nice.
He didn't make it in the league.
Yeah. That's when y'all got Quincy, though. Y'all got Quincy in 01.
Yeah, he went out like that.
That was a tough year for y'all, boy.
We had to let him go.
Yeah, bro. That was a tough year for y'all. Quincy, boy.
I tell you, for a long time, man, Jerry Jones stayed away from black quarterbacks after that, man.
yeah, Quincy sucked. He was good in Georgia.
Still drug problem, you know what I'm saying? Back then. Back then, the drug problems was a little more strict back then. So
he was a phenomenon in Georgia, man. But then just that pro, man.
Yeah,
something about them pros.
Everybody can't play for. Everybody can't quarterback America's team, man.
Every time he mentioned Jerry Jones on the quarterback, I can't help but think of just how blessed Jerry Jones has been in the draft. He wanted Johnny Manziel so bad, and his son talked him out of it. He wanted Paxton Lynch so bad, but another team jumped up and got him.
Lynch.
He wanted Connor Cook so bad, and the Raiders unfortunately had to go get him. But
Paxton Lynch he's an analyst now, a commentator now.
I don't know what that man doing.
Yeah, he's
you ain't good enough to play in the XFL. Something wrong.
Yeah, he a commentator now.
Too tall, man. One was too tall or something.
He tall. He was 6'6", big tall, lanky dude, man. Flacco about the only one that got away with it. Flacco was tall. He's 6'6".
Taller, man.
Yeah, Flacco had an arm out this world. He could throw.
Big player, man. Joe Flacco.
Yeah, he is. Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Big game player.
I like Flacco, man.
He did nothing else after that, though.
Yeah,
he did. He showed out that.
Yeah, I know. He got his ring.
Said, I'm out.
He got his ring and got up out of there, bro.
Yeah.
And then, Ray Lewis. I mean, you got to get that. You got to get that. That would be a Brown, probably.
Dak would have been a Raider, actually. The way the draft board was set up in that draft, Philly G, the board was going to set up the fall where Dak was going to fall to us. But we were hearing rumblings that Dallas really wanted Connor Cook, and Jack Del Rio, trying to get one over on his former team, jumped up in the draft and took Connor Cook.
We're sending them smoke signals out for y'all to follow. Y'all follow those.
We supposed to have Micah Parsons, but Denver traded up. And I remember Denver traded up, and then Dallas jumped all over him. I said, I'd be there. We was close. That was like 12th pick or something like that. We was close, so close to get Micah Parsons.
Right, too.
I say
he would have looked good.
Draft decision we made, host, that I absolutely regret is why in the hell do we take Damon Arnett in the first round?
Yeah, I don't know why we got that.
I can justify this with all the other ones, but Damon Arnett, I cannot justify.
He played for Arnett. Was it Clemson? No, it wasn't Clemson.
No, he went to Ohio State. And he was graded as a third-round cornerback, but it's like every draft analyst out there, even word out was other teams thought he was like a third-round
combine too.
Was that the draft that you had Mark May? What's his name? Mark May?
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, that was a Gruden and Mayock draft.
Yeah. Mike Mayock.
A lot of his picks didn't pan out.
2020.
I don't put the blame on that one on Mayock. Street. Because Gruden had 90% control, so I put down all on Gruden.
Arnett was promising, just when he got it went pro.
Promising
Man,
where?
And he was, like you say, he was right. He was third rounder.
That we took in the first.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. That was a bad draft.
That's what I'm saying.
Good, boy, that was
there ain't
bad.
no way to justify that joint, man.
Hell no. We didn't need no corner that bad. Good Lord. He turned out to be jack squat. I mean, he was tough. I mean, I just remember he played in that club. That was it. He played the club on his hand, which just solidified a little toughness.
Oh,
but he ain't do jack.
That was so bad.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the NFL talk. We had the scores from around the league, and we had college football news on the mark. We even had some good, touchy NFL subject tonight. Again, man, hit that thumbs up for him. Hit them thumbs up for Mr. Episode and the Wall Dog. I am going to get to the winner of Week 10. Week 10.
I had a terrible week.
Week 10, the winter. Who's it going to be? It's a four-man race here between Mr. Episode, Young Mark, the Wall Dog, Wall Street, Q-Dog, and Philly G. Who's going to win? Ladies and gentlemen, I have the results. The results are in, and the winner, Solo, and the winner of Week 10 and the new Riddle Sports King of Predictions champion, Philly G.
Ah, damn it, Philly G.
Philly G.
I
knew he texted me over the weekend some of his picks.
Philly
the Maverick
G.
actually struck gold for once in his life.
The Maverick, Philly G. Is
when you digging all them holes, you're gonna strike oil at some point.
I'm trying to tell you, Philly G, man. Shout out to Philly G. Philly G is the King of Predictions champion. The scores here bringing up the rear. It's only 4, y'all. So bringing up the rear is Q Dog and Street, both tied 8-6.
Oh, rough week for me, boy.
And Mr. Episode, he was 9-5.
If only freaking Lamar Jackson and the Bengals wouldn't have choked.
Yeah, you got you. Them two did get
bro. Like, you don't understand, bro. Like, Baltimore had no business losing that daggone game.
That's true.
And Lamar pulled another freaking Lamar and was just throwing careless interceptions, man.
G.
I ain't even mad at Houston getting the upset.
No,
Tyler Boyd would have held.
The Bengals got you though.
I ain't even mad at the Bengals, so I can't be mad. But Buffalo and Baltimore, I got heat with them. But they got to see me. Boy, both of them teams got to see me. Boy, what?
Philly
what
G.
the hell was that, Baltimore?
Get up,
what the hell was that? Like, you're up by multiple possessions in the third freaking quarter, and you choke. You pulled a B rabbit in the beginning of 8 Mile choke.
They tipped that ball in the air. I said, "Oh my God!" You know how tip balls go. Oh, it's most likely going to the defense.
and I do want to say, host.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Houston. The kicker that kicked that game-winning field goal was my kicker in college, Mr. Matt Amendola. Okay. I was in Stillwater, Oklahoma, the same time he was. So shout out to him. I ain't mad at that one. Yep. Damn it, Baltimore.
Yep. Philly G, the only one that picked the Browns. He the only one that picked them. The Maverick strikes.
Yeah. If I'm going to lose to somebody, I'm glad it was the Philly G, I guess. Damn it, Baltimore.
Philly G. Philly G, congratulations, Philly G. You are the king, sire. The king of predictions for Week 10. Congratulations, Philly G, who finished 11-3. 11-3, Philly G. Wiped the floor with it.
Wait, is that tied the record?
second. Philly G and Rockstar
Deuce?
Rock.
Oh,
Yeah. No, Deuce second. Deuce was 12.
what the heck? So the record is what, 13-3?
13. It's owned by you, sir.
Okay. I want to make sure my record is safe.
Yes, sir. Nobody has reached 13.
All right, cool.
Deuce at 12.
All right.
And Philly G is tied for third place. I know I love that beat. It's my therapy. Love it. All right, man. But again, shout out to Philly G, man. Week 10 King of Predictions. All right, man. Let's go to this quick pick real quick. Good Thursday night game. Baltimore Ravens. But Cincinnati Bengals, they going to the bank to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Mr. Episode.
Oh, the hell with Baltimore. Give me Cincinnati.
Hey, bro. And Streets.
Well, slow start this year. For this one.
What you say?
I said I think that slow starter is going to catch up with Baltimore, with Cincinnati this year. So I think Baltimore will pop them at home. I'm going with Baltimore in this one.
Baltimore.
Yep. Quick turnaround. I like Baltimore's coach more than I like Cincinnati's coach.
Yeah, I got you. I
Looking
like
for them to get ready and get them to bounce back.
Baltimore. Baltimore's going to be pissed. They lost that game to Cleveland. They're going to be hot.
They should have been pissed after the Pittsburgh game when they did the same thing.
Big, huge, gigantic facts. Should have been 12-2 if that damn Buffalo didn't choke. Yeah, they choked, bro.
I'm saying, bro.
Buffalo sucks.
Hey, host, real quick. I saw this on
sir.
Twitter. I want to ask you guys.
Yes, sir.
I saw somebody on Twitter say, "Is Sean McDermott the new what's my man name from Cincinnati? Is he the new Marvin Lewis of the NFL?
Oh,
Gets
damn.
into the playoffs, but don't expect anything after that."
Yeah. And then you turn around and fire Ken Dorsey.
That didn't make sense.
That didn't make a lot. That didn't make no sense at all. You fire Ken Dorsey. Then I hear rumors, Mark, that Josh McDaniels could be coming to Buffalo.
They ain't got nothing to do with me.
Ain't got
I
nothing
mean,
to do with me.
why would Buffalo want to do that when literally the other teams that he's been with outside of New England have all sucked on offense?
It wasn't Ken
He
Dorsey.
sucked with the Rams. He sucked with the Broncos. He sucked with us. No. The only team that can help him is New England.
Yeah, it wasn't Ken Dorsey's fault. It's Josh Allen throwing bad balls.
He missing Brian Daboll, man.
Yeah, that's it right there. And Gabe Davis can't catch. Buffalo's going to hell. I mean, they're going. Boy, they are bad. They're getting worse. They need to step it up. Buffalo's not. They don't put fear in people's hearts no more. 5-4. That ain't Buffalo. No, 5-5 now. I believe. They lost.
Yeah, they tied with us.
5-5. Yeah, they tied. God damn. Ain't that something? They beat the brakes off us, but Denver come in and beat them? Really?
I mean, we didn't have a head coach, so.
That's true. That's very true. I want the Lions again. All right, man. Oh, man. All right, man. That's our show for today, man. As always, we want to thank you for watching another episode. Let's be. I love it. Another episode of the Sports to Talk About, man. Please remember to give Wall Street and Mr. Episode, Young Mark, a thumbs up. Thumbs up, man. Make sure you tell somebody, anybody, everybody about one of the hottest podcasts on YouTube today, man. The Real Sports Podcast, man. And hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell for all notifications, that blue bell now. I think YouTube changed it to blue. So hit that blue bell, man. Hit that blue bell. And hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell for all notifications. We're going to get up out of here, man. And none other, we're going to get out of here. Streets.
Yes, sir.
Because out streets.
All right. Appreciate it, host. Thank you, people, for checking us out this evening. We really appreciate y'all spending some time with us. Again, I want to wish my beautiful mother a happy
Yeah.
7th birthday tomorrow. Love you, Gertie Bird. Mwah.
Yes, sir. Mama Streets, man. Mama Streets. Mama Streets. How old Mama Streets?
She'll be 79 tomorrow.
There we go, baby. There we go. Yeah. Happy birthday to Mama Streets, 79 years younger. All right, 79 years younger, man. Happy birthday to her. And we will be back. We'll be back in the building, man, this coming Saturday. We'll be back here Saturday for the Week 11 NFL predictions. So come on back and talk some football with us this Saturday at 1 p.m. live right here on YouTube, man. Y'all know what I'm saying. Believe in your team. Most importantly, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, man. On behalf of myself, I'm going to get up out of here. My main man, Streets.
Peace.
And Mr. Episode, my main man. Everybody around the world, of course, man, be safe and stay safe. Until then, man, we'll see you guys Saturday, 1 p.m. live right here on YouTube. We out.